This week on the JMC Network Newscast. First, the loss of former ACU First Lady Peggy Teague, the story of her life and legacy. Then a look at the Men's Social Club's sing-song rehearsals. Also, the demolition of Walling Lecture Hall caught on camera by an ACU student. And finally, with Valentine's Day only a week away, we head to Velitas, a chocolate factory downtown, to see what goes into the preparations for their biggest holiday of the year. Welcome to the JMC Network Newscast. I'm Laura Benson. Well, the campus was saddened by death of former ACU First Lady Margaret Newland Teague, or Peggy to those who knew her, who passed on February 3rd at the age of 85. Teague, the wife of former President Bill Teague, was active in a number of university and community organizations, including Women for ACU, Faculty Wives, and Friends of Abilene Women's Club. A 1956 graduate of ACU, Teague returned to Abilene in 1981 when her husband was named president of the university. He then served until 1991 when he was named chancellor. She is survived by her husband, 3 children, and 2 grandchildren. A memorial service for Teague took place Friday at the University Church of Christ. The burial will take place in Nocona, Texas. Well, with Sing-Song less than 2 weeks away, take a look at what the ACU Men's Social Club have been preparing for this year's performance.
For me, Sing-Song is awesome because it brings a ton of alumni and people who have been around for the last 50 or so years and can relate to what's going on currently. And so they get to see some of the clubs that they were involved in and some of the people that they knew or maybe family members and stuff. It's just one time where you truly feel like part of the ACU community.
This year we are doing Beauty and the Beast. Specifically, we're just the Beast, and that's something that I thought went really well with the theme of Countdown, because I mean, if anybody has seen the movie, you know that he's got a certain amount of time to find love, and if he doesn't, then he's stuck that way forever. And so when I found out the theme of Countdown, I was like, you know, that would fit perfectly with it, and so that's what we went with.
We are basketball players, and it's pretty awesome. What we're doing is we're doing a countdown like on a shot clock during a basketball game, so we'll be counting down until we hit the buzzer beater.
I think that going through something that we're definitely not good at, which is singing and dancing, and trying to put on a good show for our alumni and for everyone that comes in for Sing-Song every year, is definitely a difficult experience, but it's rewarding. It's a lot of fun. It's awesome to be able to go out and shake alumni's hands afterwards and have them tell you that they loved the show and you really made them proud and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool.
That a full court shot is our best chance to win. We are the Moonies.
It is one of the most fun times that we have all year, honestly.
And now with the second winner of the Player of the Week award by the Southland Conference, here's Hannah Little with the Sportscast.
Thanks, Laura. Senior women's tennis player Brittany Reed has been awarded Southland Conference Player of the Week. She combined a total 4-0 in singles and doubles in last weekend's tournament. Reed has shined alongside her doubles partner, Casey Hermsdorf. The Wildcats will be back in action next weekend as the team takes on New Orleans University at home. The men and women's track teams will compete in New Mexico this weekend at the New Mexico Track and Field Classic. The Wildcats finished off the Mass Rider Open last weekend with a total of 5 victories, 22 top 5 showings, and a half-dozen personal records. Senior Daniel Block talks about the team's success in getting his first personal victory.
The whole team had a great meet last weekend. Running at Tech there's a lot of competition there, a lot of teams. Only like 4 or 5 D1 teams, but a lot of really top junior colleges and stuff like that with athletes that eventually move up to D1. So to get the results that we did there was definitely a step in the right direction and very confidence building for the rest of the season. Myself personally, being able to finally win an NCAA race instead of place 2nd or 3rd, which I got a little bit too used to. It was nice and just, like I said, a confidence builder.
The men's basketball team looks to break its losing streak this weekend. The Wildcats will take on Southeastern Louisiana at home this Saturday, then turn around and travel to Beaumont to compete against Lamar University. ACU is now 9-13 overall and 3-6 in conference. Junior Riley Payne talks about returning to Moody this weekend.
It's good to be back home, get off the road. We need to get 2 wins here at home. And it's all about our tempo, getting focused and getting back to how we play the right way and hopefully get a good result from it.
The women's basketball team will also play this weekend against Southeastern Louisiana. The Wildcats are 3-6 in conference and 11-9 overall. The ACU football team introduced the Wildcats 2015 signing class Wednesday in the Hunter Welcome Center. The announcement was open to the public as head coach Ken Collins introduced the impact each player will make on the team. Coach Collins enters his 4th season in 2015 as head coach.
What we are gets us into those living rooms, but who we are gets them onto campus. So we're recruiting against some of the top schools in the Southland Conference. You know, you win some of those battles and you lose some of those battles, but the whole thing is to get the right person here. But what we've learned in our first year in the Southland Conference is you better have depth, and you better have depth that can play every single week.
That's all for this week's Sportscast. Back to you, Laura.
Well, demolition has begun in Walling Lecture Hall, through which passed thousands of astronomy students, chemistry fair spectators, and social club members. Before Christmas, a group of men from Gamma Sigma Phi, which has conducted social club meetings in Walling for decades, held a chair party the weekend of December commencement, providing the opportunity for GSP students and alumni to take home a seat from the 45-year-old lecture hall. This week, the demolition of the building was caught on camera by an ACU student. Take a look.
The Onsted Science Center will be where this building is. So we'll take down Walling, and we'll put a new front face on a Foster, and so that'll actually be a big staircase going up into Foster, or Onsted will be the new building name. Demolition plans have been approved. All the fire safety exits and stuff are now in place. If you go into Foster right now, you'll see how they've changed that.
This is too cool. This is too cool. Hit it, hit it. Oh my god. One more, one more, one more. One more good one.
It's a little bit bittersweet. I mean, so there's both emotions. We're excited about the new opportunities that's going to afford for the university, but it's also, there's some great memories in that. I had film appreciation in there. I remember having astronomy in there, Bible. There was a number of classes in there. So I think it's bittersweet.
Now it's getting too dusty. They used to show movies in there. You got a full-blown story. We're gonna come back and say that. They're gonna be like, wait, what? Okay, this dust is
So one of the things that they're going to be doing on the demolition, they'll finish this out over the next couple of days. They'll take it all the way down. Then they'll actually start turning their attention over to chambers, and so you'll see that starting to come down here probably the next week or two. We'll start turning our attention over to chambers.
Well, with Valentine's Day only a week away, we headed to Vlita's, a chocolate factory downtown, to see what goes into their preparations for their biggest holiday of the year and give you gift ideas for your Valentine's Day sweethearts. Check it out.
A couple of guys from Greece came over on the Lusitania in 1909, and then they came to Abilene and started the first candy store in 1912. All our chocolate that we do here in the house are hand dipped one piece at a time. It's done the way they've been doing it since they started the business. It's we just melt and temper the chocolate, cool it back down, and then it's dipped one piece at a time. Strawberry, same way. Pralines and the peanut brittles are cooked in a big copper pot, just like they cooked in when they first started their business. In fact, we still have the original copper pot. The pralines, we make about 325 pralines in one batch. They're cooked in a big, huge copper pot too. We still have the original marble tables that they had when they started the business that we still pour the peanut brittle out on. So still carrying it on just like they did. Our Valentine basically doesn't end. We work just like the florist shops. It's 2 days of as hard and as long as we can work.
These are our best sellers all in one basket. These are, we pre-make and have for the day. These are going to have chocolate covered mixed nuts, so chocolate covered almonds, cashews, peanuts, and pecans. They also have the toffee chocolate covered, and then we have something that's like a turtle. It's chocolate covered caramel and pecan. And then these also do have some chocolate covered caramels. We can customize these, but they have to be, you know, pre-ordered and done about the week before. A lot of what we sell the main day are these chocolate-covered strawberries. The truffles are just an assortment. We have about 16 different flavors on the truffles, and this part right here will have one of each of the flavors.
We always look forward to it. We're always ready for it to be over because it's a lot of work. We're here till way after midnight cleaning strawberries and getting them ready to dip the next day, and then we close when people quit coming in on both days. The 13th and the 14th both, I don't think one is any more busy than the other. They are the two most hectic days of our year, you know, by far.
Well, for more stories and breaking news, go to acuoptimist.com and like our Facebook page, The Optimist, for the fastest way to keep up with all the latest breaking news at ACU. As always, thanks for watching the JMC Network Newscast. I'm Laura Benson. Have a great week, everyone.